Record, Kim. Got it. Okay, you guys, welcome to the team meeting. Let's get started. So let's get started with some lovely touchy feels today. Hey. Hey, I saved this spot right here.
No. Next meeting.
Oh no, I'm sorry, right here. Next to me.
Come on, Kenny.
Yeah, man.
Shout out to one of our top playing. Yeah, we had our first mastermind for the year, and I wish some of them wanted to be here today. Very, very strange. But we had the Mighty Meal, right? Mastermind for B-level producers, non-cap, for non-cap 20. And, it was whatever number of people showed up. Fritz's class, it's kind of sometimes throw up the calendar of such and everything. But for the top 20, we only had about 3 people missing out of 30 something, and some of them were out sick. So it was pretty much full house. Right? We're doing if you were the top 20 today.
Penny, you were there. I just
But give them a shout out because
Get that woman some coffee.
Full house, people were curious to know like what to brainstorm about, share ideas with the top hero of the market center. Fritz did, I think Fritz did a pretty awesome job as well, content wise, relevant to any person, any market, any given time. So thank you guys for showing up.
Yeah, and it was awesome. Yeah, thank you guys for engaging. One thing I did want to talk about, a really common thing that the producers were talking about, was that open houses are a really good opportunity right now. They're seeing in droves clients coming in, even condos. Valerie Condon mentioned that. So I think we need to remove our limiting belief around what we may do and what we may not do right now, and open up our portfolio to other opportunities. Do you guys follow? Don't be that business owner that's like, this is what I'm doing, this is my niche, and I'm only focusing on this, because right now we might need to be a little bit more flexible and maybe take things slightly out of area, maybe take a condo, something like that, to get people into our pipeline. Because we did learn yesterday, it's about funneling in as many people as you can, right? And then focusing on the conversions from there. Most of our issues that Chris was talking about were our pain points in our businesses were coming from the fact that we just don't have enough people to even convert what we need to convert into business. Do you guys follow? Yeah. So that was kind of the big things that I took away from yesterday. Simon?
It's so funny you say that. One of our agents that was against doing open houses started doing open houses.
Yeah.
And to his surprise, picked up a listing and is an escrow.
Nice.
From posting an open house.
Yeah.
And this was an agent that was a believer that he was like, I don't believe in open houses. I started doing that. Stuff happened.
Who was it? I'm just saying. I know, and it's so funny because his personality, I feel, would bode well to open houses. He's very friendly. Yep. He's got you ALC members. Bob has the radio voice. When he read the mission statement, it was like you heard it piping out of this 102.6 radio thing, on your dial. It's great. But yeah, you just, during these times, you just kind of have to open things up a little bit more. And clearly it was shown yesterday with the sharing and the participation that happens. Thank you guys. Thanks for that shout out. Who else? Who else has a shout out? Zoomies? Shout outs? Comments? Yeah, Brandy.
Shout out to Leslie for organizing an event. But we sat there and talked about what we're going to do for the rest of the year.
Yeah.
And providing some focus.
Yeah. That was a good one. I know. I was getting her shout out for being dedicated.
Last night.
Last night. Yeah.
Did you not get the invite?
Yeah.
Was it over here though?
Was it
Yeah.
me? It was meant.
Oh, I'm ready.
But congrats on taking the initiative, and that's the thing, is it was more of a hands-on, like, let's brainstorm, but then let's actually plan kind of thing. And really at the heart of that is accountability, right? Your accountability to your peers and the group around you. So thank you for your leadership, and then let's make sure that we're participating in those things. It may feel like it's not for you, but it's gonna remind you of stuff. What else?
We had Drake open his mic.
Oh, Drake. Yeah, shut up.
I had a shout out for Brandy because I had some questions in regards to North San Diego County because I'm practically there, and so she helped me get me on the right path to answer my question. So thank you, Brandy.
Aw, yay, Randy. Thank you for being later.
And
Someone
Johnny?
else for that? Yeah, Johnny.
Shout out to the hardest worker ever.
Shut up.
I had
I'm like,
had a quick question, sent off an email, and I don't know if I should tell you what time I got the answer back, but it came back on the same day. Almost, like, just right there. Very
Yeah.
late at night. Wonderful.
Aw.
So thank you for.
We love Simon.
Love it. Okay, great. Let's move on. Deborah. Thank you. Just a reminder, did you guys all get your tickets for coming into the meeting today? If not, Deborah's gonna pass those out and pass them around. This has been really fun. Whether they're printed color or black and white, they are still valid for those of you who are asking that question. Just make sure you guys fill out those little tickets, drop them in the giant, I don't know if you've noticed, but Sophia's bin has now like quadrupled in size. And if you shake that thing, it's like completely full already. So I love this. That means you guys are out there doing work and you're doing the activities to be, rewarded, right?
And they don't even know what the prices are.
I know, that's the best part. We don't know. It's gonna be a surprise for everyone. Well, we do know, but it's gonna be a surprise. Yeah, for nothing, right? Good one, Betty. I love that. Great. So thank you guys for being here and being focused to your production. I think that's important. Okay, moving on. Great. Welcome to our newcomer, Landon. Landon, I'm not sure if you're on Zoom. I don't see you here in person. But shout out to Landon. He's attorney in real estate. He's been involved here with the office for a couple months, back and forth, meeting with us and coming into some classes. So we're really excited to help him get started. It's gonna be great. Next up. Okay, everyone's favorite part of the meeting when you get to pretend that you know how to do a drum roll.
Ready?
Okay. Well, not yet. Stop, not yet.
Oh, that's
Okay,
right.
so congratulations.
Rehearsing.
I like that you guys are.
We were rehearsing.
So congratulations on your closing. Julie Tolsick and Shannon Jones team on Terminal. The default group.
Woo!
Yes, Jason, of course. Lindsay, who was saying her name?
Ledesma.
Ledesma, with the DGT team. Congrats, Lindsay. Live Distinctively, your sale on Anchovia. What a cute little street name. And then Jody, congrats. Okay, now we're gonna do the drum roll. Are you ready? What does that mean? Deborah, next slide.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, awesome. So $7,763,000 in total volume that we had closed in this last week. So congratulations.
I love it. This is what hustle looks like. I love that.
Yes, this is what hustle looks like. I know. Getting the numbers on the board. It's still January. You guys, if you haven't gotten on the slides, we're here to help you increase your production. Make sure you come and chat with us about that. Great, new listings. So speaking of inventory and volume, let's go over the new listings that we have for this week. Deborah, do you mind just minimizing that thing so you can't see the prices?
I don't know how to-
it's a lease. Here on
You
Zoom,
know, I don't know
so
how to do
that's okay. Here on Zoom, give me 1 second.
Special effects.
She is doing a great job. Okay. Awesome. So this is a lease listing. Allison Van Wig has one 2-bedroom, 1 bath on Appleton Street downtown, just under $2,000 a month. So that's a great place for a lot of you guys that have asked me if those things are available for your clients and people looking for something like that. Next up. Oh, you got to click here. You clicked on the Zoom, so now we gotta
sorry.
do that. No, you're fine. There we go. Okay, next up we have Shannon Jones with a new listing in Lakewood, active 800,000. It's a 3-bed, 1 bath, 1,600 square feet. Looks like in the Lakewood Mutual area. So make sure you contact Shannon Jones. Maggie Shapiro, congrats, Maggie. She's got a listing in Burbank $599.99, so just under 6,000, 2-bed, 2-bath condo.
Great little neighborhood up there.
Mm-hmm. Valerie Condon, congratulations on your condo on East Pacific Coast Highway Traffic Circle area. 480,000, 2-bed, 2-bath. It looks very cute. Right? Richard Spurley. Okay, you want to pitch your listing?
The top is, both of them are rented out right now, but the bottom will be delivered vacant. The top of these is. The rent right now on it is about $4,300
Combined.
combined. There's more details I need to tell you about if you look at that. And by the way, we did have an open house this Saturday, 27.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow.
When you say top about, you mean, is that 2 levels or?
It's 2 levels, one at the top, one at the bottom. But the top is
Oh,
the front, then you go down the slope. Entry from the second one is at the top.
Nice.
A serious view.
Is it 1,400 square feet for the whole property?
Photo.
Okay, yeah. So,
About 700-ish, maybe a little more at the bottom.
mhm.
Nice.
And they're both 1-bed, 1-bath needs? Both of them,
Both of those.
2-bed, 1-bath. Okay, cool. Well, there
Hallie,
you go.
could you repeat the first part of what Richard said? We on Zoom couldn't hear him.
Yeah. So Richard was pitching his listing. And he was basically just saying that it's a duplex. It is 2 levels. They are both tenant occupied right now. They had a really good, successful open house this weekend, and contact him for more details.
Thank
Right.
you.
Okay. Good. Okay, moving on. Anaheim, so Live Distinctively team has a new listing in Anaheim, Citron Street, 2-bed, 2-bath. I know they just did an open house on this over the weekend as well. It's a 410,000 condo. We're seeing a lot more condos hitting the market. Why do you guys think that is?
Because people are tired of school living, they want to move to a house.
And I think too, the interest rate
Rates.
going down a little bit maybe is easing their fears, right?
That's
Do you think maybe
interesting.
HOA fees are going up or changing at all? That could be, right? Those of you guys that are condo people. Okay.
Penny, what you said was interesting that Valerie had said she had 42 groups through her condo
Condo
yesterday.
open house, 42.
Yeah, so condos,
Those kind of buyers now
Yeah.
realize they can't afford
yeah, the housing.
house, so they're
Mhm.
having to rethink that, because I know 2 of mine are having to step back and go
Yeah.
back, not even to townhomes, where I would go, well, sorry, if you're gonna move out of mum and dad's, you're gonna have to make a condo.
Yeah.
I think that's maybe, I personally think that's where some of the buyers that these open houses are coming from,
Mhm.
and then these people, they've got the equity now and they want to move up
Yeah.
into that single family home.
Okay, ding ding, there's an opportunity, right? Where's our marketing for condos? Where's those conversations? Getting them up and out, start thinking about those little spider web branches. Awesome. Does anyone have any listing pitches or buyer needs that we didn't already pitch?
So I have a listing in Compton that I've said a couple of times. It started at $679.
Okay.
I lowered the price to something else, can't remember. I had a conversation with the seller. Sellers identified their up leg and they're in escrow already. So this is gonna go for $679. He said if you have to sell this freaking thing for $630, sell it. So lowering the price on that. Close to $630.
Okay.
Two-
I just put. I'll come and talk to you later.
223 North Magnolia. It's in Compton.
I know. No one.
She never left lonely.
He doesn't know.
Where it is.
Yes. You do, because there are some borders.
Okay.
So we're gonna change that pricing on it today. So
Get her sold.
there's 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, about 2,000 square feet. Nice big house.
It was
For some
rented.
reason, just not moving.
It was rented.
No, owner occupied.
No, occupied. Yeah, they're moving out in their new one next month, so they need to get that. So
Welcome to the price reduction panel. It's a trend, but but you know, I did see in different areas that trend, the price drop, but also a lot of interest once you drop the price to a place where it should be ideally, then you're gonna get the phone call.
So, and based on the comps, this one was priced right. I didn't inflate the price. Nothing is selling. In the area that size, nothing is selling.
Yeah.
If you compare it to end of 2019 or January 2020, maybe February 2020, is that the same price as you prices right now?
You when I drop it?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
Wait, it's still
No, I
higher?
mean, it'll be, if I price it at 630, will it be equal to the beginning of 2020?
Yeah, January 2020. What was
I
the
think,
difference?
I think the price now is where, at 20, maybe even a little higher.
I'm just again, there's no math, right? But there's a trend, and I'm trying to see. I try to see a lot of that kind of the prices were getting to where were really before the craziness. Maybe not, you know, maybe in mid 2020 before the spike.
Before the up.
Yeah.
Somewhat happens.
21.
Yes.
And I'm gonna challenge you guys to change your vernacular, pricing correction. Price correction.
Thanks for the correction. Or price improvement.
No,
Price
if-
improvement, there you go.
I'll do that.
There you go.
Say price correction, and you'll assume that I did something wrong.
Anything.
Or you
Improve
say
price
it's
improvement.
a correction.
Sell it education rather than reduction.
Sell it
Right, rather
education.
than reduction. Right. Okay, anyone else?
New listing coming up, Halley. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Hey, so this is Cindy, and I have a 3-bedroom, 2-bath with a large loft in the city of Carson. The house will be 1,800 square feet, has a beautiful pool, and you should see it come up in the MLS possibly tomorrow, possibly on Wednesday, Thursday, and it's listed at $875.
Awesome, in
Nice.
Carson. And again, this is Cindy Hinderberger. Call her. Cindy, if you don't mind dropping your contact info in the chat there and.
Yeah, you know what? It's weird when I'm clicking on these dots, but I'll work on it.
Oh.
I'm not able to chat in there.
Oh, no. Well, maybe
Yeah.
there's something that I can text you about afterwards, but we'll get that taken care of. But thank you.
Okay,
Congrats on your listing.
thank you.
That's awesome. Okay, anyone else?
Irony.
Great. Moving on. Okay, time for a commercial spotlight. I was like, look over here, and then you moved
Yeah.
over here. He's getting antsy. I love it. You guys, Jason Default.
So we were talking about opening up for new opportunities in your mind for your new business for this year. I want to kind of encourage you to think about commercial as a referral partner, or if you want to get involved, you know, come see myself down the hallway here. This particular idea is a lot of money in your pocket. I get a chance every month to talk with the regional ambassadors throughout the nation, and there are hundreds of thousands of dollars being written off in referral fees to agents all over the United States. And in California, it's even bigger. I mean, they take a huge portion. I mean, in one office, it was like $350,000 in referral fees out there. And this last closing that we had, the Shannon Jones team got a check for $23,000. And all they had to do was give me a name and a number. They made a little bit of an introduction because it was a client of theirs, but a name and a number and a referral fee is due. And it took 9 months. And I encourage you to come see me about commercial, because a lot of people want to get involved. Maybe that's something you want to do, and we can do that. We've got great training now with Keller Williams. We've got specialty training and so forth, but you got to join the community. You got to go through the training. And if it's not something you want to do, and you still want the money, the referral fee is the best way to get it. And it's an open book. You drive by something, you say, give me an address. You know, this looks like this apartment building hasn't been taken care of in years. Give me the address, I'll figure it out, and I'll give you the referral fee for the deal. I'm doing that right now up in Park State. One of agents outside the office, they live there. And 2 years ago, I was hitting on the owner, and I finally got a listing appointment. And it's taken 2 years. A lot of people get involved in commercial and figure out that the cycle is a long cycle. And some people can't wait that long. And I understand. And that's why the referral fee is such a good opportunity to make a lot of money. Let us do all of it. So just kind of keep that in mind and come down and pick my brain. I'm always into teaching about commercial, but I want you to be open to know that there's an opportunity here. Keep it in mind and drive by or just make the introduction, or if you have questions about commercial, come and see me. We're learning a lot. The KW is expanding at a really rapid level with our nationwide activities and tools. So I just encourage that, and it's a great way to make some money. That's it.
Just to add also, I mean, think as agents, right? I mean, your seller, buyer, what have you, they might also own a business of some kind. So you can ask him, hey, by the way, I'm looking for another shop, looking for another retail space, looking for another warehouse, etc. Or they might ask you, hey, do you do commercial? That answer is like, absolutely yes. I have Jason on my team specializing in commercial. How can I help you? Right? Two more things. Number one, the biggest check I signed for referral for the resi agent, right, for referral was $250,000 back in 2018. He referred back then. It was a exchange, sell and purchase between here and Arizona for combined 50 million. So he just picked up a 25% on that, you know, from the 2% commission on 50 million. Right, do the math. So the guy didn't do anything besides, hey, commercial. He's my person. The second thing is, shout out to you because the past, you know, year and a half or so, between our sister offices, right, and Simon here is part of the Saturday office as well. We grew close our commercial division, probably around 700 million, more or less, volume of producers, right? So that's huge.
Yeah, really.
And all those guys are here in this office too. So they cover, you know, Jason, they cover a lot of aspects of the business. So yeah, like you said, be curious about it and how you can spend.
Yeah, I've got people on my team now that are specializing in certain product business opportunities as well. So selling their business, come see us. We do those. And if anything runs in your mind commercial, just come ask. Because if we can't do it, if for some reason we can't, at least we've kind of nailed it down and we can give them a good position of where to go and how to do it. But don't let that part of your business go to the wayside and not maybe doing it just for an idea.
Awesome.
Thank you.
And congrats again on your sales agent. Okay, leadership team, come on up here.
I said what I have to say.
Oh, did you? So Deborah, why don't you start?
So next week at our team meeting, following the team meeting, we're gonna have our first of the year, KW Cares lunch. And it has a little bit of a Super Bowl theme, so wear your favorite jersey. Doesn't have to be who's playing in the Super Bowl. Favorite jersey. Maybe baseball. I don't know, because some people will go baseball instead of football.
That's a different meeting, but that's fine.
We'll also have the a sandwich bar. We're gonna do sandwich bar, cookies, chips, and soda. So the KW Cares donation suggested is $15, and we will encourage all of your mentees, my mentors, and we'll be come join us.
Yeah, it should be fun. Awesome. Thanks, Deborah.
Yeah.
And you don't have to wear a jersey. Just wear whatever football, baseball. Go ahead, Cindy.
So your 1099s are in the mail. Watch for them. If you need a copy before one gets to you, let me know and I can email you a copy. So those went out the office people on Thursday. So watch your mailbox. And then lately we've been getting really a lot of it should be in way before the day it closes. It puts a real strain on myself and friends. And it's closing next day, and we're busy or we're out of the office and Simon's teaching a class. I have to run down. Get really mad.
I would just get mad.
Not our Simon. Not our Simon.
So please get your PC to get them in on time. If you don't see a congratulations in the morning email, I don't have it. But that's opens on Saturday and I've got it on Sunday afternoon.
I cracked that way.
Yeah. It just really makes it hard. And also it throws my projections off for the office. And I don't know what my.
Awesome. Tournament, thank
Yeah.
you. We want to pay you. Awesome. Simon.
Well, you haven't seen the worst of it yet.
Uh-oh.
Hopefully that never comes out. So good morning, everyone. Just a quick broker update, especially agents that have listings. All right, when you execute a listing agreement, it's very vital that if you get a cancellation or the seller decides to go in a different trajectory and is asked to be canceled, right? You've done some work, right? Whatever that is. Maybe you paid for marketing, maybe you paid for staging, maybe you paid for something, maybe have a handyman go out there and do a cleanup. And now the seller decides to cancel and you are now exposed to some money, right? That you never received because you didn't sell the property. So I encourage you, part of the listing agreement, there's a section on page 1 of the listing agreement that allows you to put any additional on top of your commission agreement, which is your total plus anything that you're also compensating a cooperating broker as well to put, what that is, because here's the problem that we're seeing. Deal cancels, now the agent is holding hostage the listing, right? And saying, I'm not going to release the listing because, the seller, owes me some money. If it's not on the contract, it's going to be very hard for us to try to challenge the seller. So next time, be proactive, put it in writing, even if you don't put it on the listing, but you have something in writing, now we can definitely, fight for you to get some money back, right? Because I know it's expensive, and the stipulation is obviously you don't want the money. You want to earn the listing, close the deal, and then get a commission.
Right.
But it's one of those very far and few situations that the seller just goes a different direction and wants to cancel. Either they're not happy with the process or something happened. And I'll share really quick. A seller canceled one of our agents because the handyman that one of our agents recommended came late. 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and then the seller decides, I want to cancel it. So it's one of those very unique situations. So moving forward, please make sure that you put something in writing so that way it's crystal clear and I can fight. Now, at the end of the day, the listing is really the brokerage, not the agent. So you cannot hold the hostage, but you want to bring, the team leader or the broker involved so we can kind of navigate those conversations and help you, get what you need. Okay, so that's all I have.
Awesome. Thanks, Simon.
And we had a lot of those cases last week.
Yes.
Yeah.
Not in this opportunity, but yeah.
You helped us with one of ours.
Yes, sir. That's right.
Absolutely, and we're getting paid monthly.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
You have to secure yourself in that sense, right?
Absolutely.
Penny, 1.5 listed as mastermind. Just want to share with the group, people that weren't there.
Sorry. What did
One,
I say?
yeah. Like, what's one thing that you?
I think listening to the likes of Shannon Jones on how she talks to people made me realize I am doing it right. I just don't have, we're all feeling the same. Business is out there. There's just less of it. Just go work hard for it. And when people ask you how is the market, don't take a shot and take the rest of your eyes. Learn to say to them, pretty good. Are you can file stuff? Are you willing to make them come back to you? Don't roll your eyes and go, who do that? That's the big thing.
Yeah.
I think I really enjoyed the here. I agree. I really like that. No, they would left back to see what their needs were and working out
information, listen to what their needs are, and then focus and shelf on that, right? Provide some shelf people to their areas of life. So I really love that one. Everything, and I had no idea.
What about insurance? Yeah.
So really, that was a big statement too.
Besides this, I mean.
It's something else. Now, giving back to you, Chuck,
Yeah.
she said, don't just blurt out the stuff,
Yeah.
but identify their motivation for asking that question.
Okay.
So if you ask that question, are you asking as a seller, a buyer, or someone who's investing? It could be 3 different answers to how the judges are facing. That's it. And actually, the second thing is, I think it's important, realizing yesterday that everybody should sit down and identify what opportunities are in their business, in their market, in their sphere. So, and then head towards those opportunities, create a process to address those opportunities. And I know we always sit around and say, well, what are the opportunities? Integration law, property document. I think it's used to identify specifically in the market and
I also think for everything else, don't get too people, like, people stop asking about it. Oh, people don't buy them. So don't. My first time buyer, but the being trying to fix them, you said that from like you're not talking. And the tracking, I mean, even though you know, I think Shannon mentioned she has some type of an app or something. I remember you heard
Yeah.
that.
Figure out how to spell that one, but yeah, I actually use that. Sure.
Yeah.
Because you know what Fritz was sharing, there was this basic tool, it's like Excel sheet. But it's the secret is in the math. It's like it's business is science, right? In that sense, something the point of success is just track, and then know your conversion. I can't see what that, but Drake, and I think also
Cindy.
Cindy. Do you guys want to share anything like ahas from the mastermind yesterday? Well, maybe he's on the phone or something. Cindy, not sure if you can hear us, but if you have any ahas to share from yesterday's mastermind, feel free to share. Jason, anything you want to add?
One of the things that came up in our group, just kind of laissez-faire as far as business is going to come to. As things change, you need to change where you go. So you get to work and do what's certain. I think that's one of the things we see a lot of as we are in function. People go to coffee shops, we'll see people in their community coffee shops, sit down at the desk, really work. You're going to have to really work a lot harder and smarter. That's just my own without why you're doing this.
Yeah. Which is a great segue to what I'm about to ask you next. Can I ask you guys to help with something? You don't have to do it, but Are you willing to open?
Yes.
Take your phones. Take your phone. And think about one agent in the office here that she's not doing. Think about the person. Comes up. Send it to the person text and say, hey, the manager just gave me a hard time. Was asking me about you and why you're not in the team. And then whatever else you want. That's just
I said a group text.
Sure, let's do it. Okay, that's all I have, guys. Thank you.
Yeah, awesome. Thank you, Manny. Okay, let's try that round of applause one more time. Thank you. There you go.
Why texting Jason is over here?
Holly, Cindy was on the phone, but she said she thought that it went great.
Oh, good, good. Thank you for that feedback. I love that. Okay, next up, let's bring oh, there we go. Kim Jordan. It's your turn. Kim, it is our tech moment with you. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, today we thought that we would remind you, or for those of you who aren't aware, we'd tell you a little bit about the fact that you can request a demo, a live demo of Command at any time. So to do that, you would go to getcommand.com and click on the button that says schedule a demo. And so this is where a KWRI trainer is going to go over all the features of Command. It is only 30 minutes, so it's a brief overview, but you can ask questions and you can type things in the chat. And can you go to the next slide?
Might need to click on it right there. There, you see it? Yep. Oops, hold on. There we go.
Yeah. So it allows you to sign up. There's even appointments for the same day is what I found. Just make sure that you put in the correct time zone and schedule the 30-minute session that works for you. Now, this is a little bit different than what we do on Fridays at 3 o'clock in our tech orientation, where we focus primarily on how do you log into Command, how do you navigate the dashboard, how do you add contacts, and how can you sign them up for smart plans so that you can automate all your communications with your database. In this demo, they actually will briefly go over all the features of Command or any features that you request more info on. So it's just another resource for you if you're, wake up feeling in the tech mood and want to schedule something, go to getcommand.com.
Awesome. Cool. Thank you, Kim. How easy. And then you can do it on your schedule and get someone that does this in and out that can answer all those questions. I love it. Thanks, Kim. Oh, keep going. There we go. Okay, family reunion. Next slide. So we do have someone in our office that did get chosen to speak on a panel, and let me tell you, this is a really high honor. So Lindsay's going to be joining us on the panel at family reunion that's going to happen Monday, February 20th, and it's from 9:15 to 9:30, and she's going to be talking about maximizing social media leads in today's market. Fun fact too, the moderator is actually Michael Ann Byerly. So if you guys took polls, Michael Ann. So she's actually moderating that session, which I think is going to be pretty entertaining. So if you guys are at family reunion, make sure that you put this on your calendar as we're going through and figuring out what's going on so we can support Lindsay and learn, because clearly her team and her and David and that partnership are doing a lot of work. They have amazing volume. I think she did almost like a mil GCI last year. I mean, it was amazing. So it's definitely some tools and tips that we can learn, right? So make sure you guys put that on your calendars if you're going to family reunion. If not, it is not too late to join us. Great. So let's bring up our affiliates and market updates from our friends. Come on up here, Sarah. Yeah, Alex, welcome. Welcome.
Hey, girl, hey. I noticed a lot of agents have been reaching out to me for their estimates or closing statements. I think that's awesome. We just started to send them out to everybody just to make sure that they use that as a touch. I think it's great. It's tax season. Everyone needs those documents. Taxes are due February 1st. So if you have clients that have just bought and probably don't know how taxes work or when they're paying something, another good touch to remind them, hey, second half property taxes are due February 1st. You don't want to be delinquent, things like that. If you guys have any questions on escrow, even if it's not my file, I'm happy to answer and be a resource. I'm constantly taking escrow classes as well. Me and all the girls took escrow classes over the weekend, both sale, management, leadership, RESPA. It's amazing the things I've learned. So if there's anything I can do to help your business, please let me know. Please reach out to me.
Awesome. Thank you,
Yeah.
Sarah. Great. Alex.
Oh, back.
Yes. We can't skip this slide.
No, it's like-
That's
Did
great.
Sophia
Next
do
up.
this one?
Yeah.
Oh, another one?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Lower rates. Yes, lower rates. Really, that FHA one is pretty low. I've even seen some of those at 5%. So, a lot of agents or a lot of people that do loans put clients in FHA loans because they kind of tease them with the secure rate, even though they come with the higher mortgage insurance. So really, FHA loans are for a specific client, even though they come with that lower rate. If you don't have a credit score that's like 680 or lower, you want to be exploring conventional. Okay, but again, that rate is much lower for lower credit scores. That's why those loans get done. Okay, that's just the Federal Reserve is meeting tomorrow, and they're expected to raise interest rates another quarter. So to go to around 4.75, 4.5 or 4.75, then they meet again in March. The consensus is that they will raise again in March, but that will be the stop. Okay, so getting that federal funds rate around 5%. Pretty big jump, right? Down near zero for a very long time. So that kind of means to me that interest rates are also, going to hover around here for a bit, right? The reason the Fed uses that federal fund rate, that rate that they have control of, they want to keep it up there in case they do see some sort of economic downturn, then they can lower rates back down, right? But jobs reports are coming out strong. Inflation is going down, right? This recession is not really what they're seeing from those numbers. So they need to keep these rates up to be able to then potentially have something to do should we have some sort of economic downturn, okay? So if the jobs report numbers keep coming out good, they're going to keep rates where they are. So I don't think, from my perspective, telling people that their interest rate is going to be a percentage point lower in 6 months is a really good thing to do at all. I don't think it's an expectation that we have. Keep that in mind. It's all hearsay. It's all crystal ball. None of it happens. But that's where I'm at. Okay. I think really quickly, just touching on Mike and I's model is very, very important. I still get these questions from agents in the office. Do you do VA loans? Yes. Do you do FHA loans? Yes. Do you do jumbo loans? Yes. Do you do loans for people that don't do their taxes right, take a lot of deductions on it? Yes. That's what brokers in loan worlds do. That's why I think many in Halley have gotten people like us in here, is because we have such a wide gamut of available products for you guys. We're not just some direct lender that focuses solely on closing loans in 15 days and is going to charge the person 7% of an interest rate, right? That's maybe it's needed like 1 out of 10 times, but that's not necessary. And we can still do that too with a 6% interest rate or a 5.75% interest rate. We can close loans just as quickly, right? We just are way more vast with what is available to you. And that's what's super important, because no client is, they're all going to have a different financial background. That's what we see day in and day out, right? That's why we're here. So we got great rates. We have great products. We have a very big variety of products. We teach classes every month on the variety of those products. It's not, I don't have the ability to tell you all about them up here, but we do VA, we do FHA, we do jumbo, we do interest only, we do bank statement, we do cover ratio where people can get the rent to cover the payment. That's, they get the loan. Literally, if the rent covers the mortgage payment, they get the loan. Right? So let us know what you're seeing out there. Let us know if you have any questions. We're up front. Mike is teaching the class tomorrow. The scripted role play, going to Mammoth for the week and family.
Yeah.
But again, just right up front, any questions you have?
I love that. Side note, Alex, now's the time for when you guys are having conversations with your buyers, if they're getting ready to file taxes and they're thinking about buying in the spring or the summer, they need to start talking to a lender now, right? Because how they file their taxes could affect their affordability, right? The things that they deduct, the way they do them, all of those things. And it's always a real bummer when you go to help someone out that could afford a lot more of a house because they have higher income based on their deductions that they took from their taxes. And had they known, they might not have made that. So.
Such a great point. I just tell them
Yeah.
to send me their draft. Go to their CPA, get your draft done, and then come back to me with the draft and I'll tell you that.
Yeah.
There's certain deductions like depreciation, amortization that we get to add back that they could have, filtered something over into that type of deduction that doesn't hurt the community as bad as just throwing everything in marketing, throwing everything in advertising, office expense, right? So we can help them with that. Doing the mortgage plan is so important. That's why getting pre-approved 6 months down, before 3 months is way more important. Hey, I found this house. I want to make an offer. Oh, okay. Now I want to try to get pre-approved, right? We really strive for the pre-planning, lack of surprises. Right. That's our whole goal.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks, Alex.
Real quick, Andrea Perez with my NHG was not able to be here this morning. She did have a conflict come up. However, she did provide our breakfast, so be sure and thank her when you see her. And Jason Default brought in the donuts for us today.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, that's so nice.
February 14th.
Yeah. Krispy Kreme, right? I love that. Okay, let's take a look at what's coming on the calendar. We have some exciting subcontract Q&A, Simon, Tuesday. That is happening January 31st. If you have, today. Is it February yet? I love it. Simon, any comments or things, contracts in general, specific contract? Okay. Okay, I love that. Thank you. This afternoon from 2 to 3. Love it. Home inspection. So we do have Elite. Yeah, that's back there. Great. And they're going to have their class is going to start just about right after this meeting at 11:30. If you guys have questions about home inspections, it's great. Learn a little bit more about their company, but also be able to see examples of what reports look like. Again, health and safety things to point out to your clients that how to really read, especially if you're a new agent. This is a must today. Book club, loving what is. Book club is today as well. I almost said tomorrow. What is Tuesday? It's tonight happening from 5 to 6 o'clock. If you guys missed out on this book club and you want to get in on the next month, still come tonight and participate. And then that way we can get it going again. I know Donna and Alice are really excited. They've got some great books. Alice actually got all of them for the rest of the year. Very wonderful to see all that picture. But make sure you guys check it out and join us for that. Just like Alex said, script and role play is happening tomorrow. And the conversation that we had about how's the market, I'm sure Frankie can probably attest that you guys script and role play that almost every week, right? And going back and forth and asking questions and coming from curiosity. So that's something you guys feel that you need to practice, especially even after the 20% thing yesterday. Come and participate. It's going to be fun and very relevant. Mastering the RPA, of course, that's happening tomorrow as well from 12 to 1. Fritz's coaching session, again, it's Wednesday at 3:30. Don't forget Wednesday and not Thursdays. ALC meeting, friendly reminder, your ALC meeting is happening February 9th, which is a Thursday at 12 p.m. here at the office. If you guys are ALC members, make sure you put it on your calendar. And then, of course, building your referral network with Janet. That's going to come up sooner than later, February 13th. Learn about KW Portugal and learn about what properties are like there. Same thing with the luxury field trip. I know we've talked about this before, but it's going to come up sooner than later. Go to Faucets and Fixtures. You're going to get your hands in it to learn what luxury items are in houses right now and why one thing is worth more money than another, why something is more appealing than the other. why a certain finish is popular for this year, right? They're gonna talk a little bit about what they're seeing in trends and housing. That way you guys can point these things out when you're showing your clients these, luxury properties, 1 million and up, right? And there we go. Free training. Watch the calendar. KW Maps has a free training series, including like Dan Ahara. We've had him on before. He's head of what is it? KW. Many remind me. KW Well. Oh, yeah.
I think
Yeah.
so. Yeah, he's talking about the senior, how to build business around that. Seniors,
Yes.
Because he has a whole massive business in Hawaii.
Yes. Retirement and yep.
Retirement, yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, Dan's gonna be great. I do know him. And then of course Mark King and Jason Abrams, they have their wealth series, so that's pretty exciting. And again, that's a no cost to you guys coming from Keller Williams International. Right? What? Sorry?
Is that on the KW?
It will be on our calendar. Yes, you will find it because we're gonna put those links on the calendar. Okay? And don't forget about the time change. We'll always update them for our calendar because usually they do stuff in Central Time because it's Keller Williams International. So just don't make sure you're aware of that. Again, friendly reminder, our word ceremony is happening. Valentine's, most romantic time of the year. We're all gonna spend together receiving acrylic glass. Right? Okay. Anyways, you guys, thank you so much for joining us, for coming in today. I appreciate your sharing and have a good rest of your day.
Actually, nice brings you can come, everyone.
Sure. Richard,
Excuse me, Richard.
hang on one second.
He didn't finish it.
I